The air was thick with the stench of blood and burning metal. The ship groaned under the weight of Mars' unrelenting storm. Its hull cracked open like a carcass left to rot. Deep within the wreckage, cryogenic pods flickered to life, releasing their prisoners into a waking nightmare. The crew had no time to understand what had gone wrong. The moment their eyes opened, the slaughter began. The creatures moved like liquid shadow, twisting and reforming in ways that defied nature. They attacked with ruthless precision, adapting mid-strike, shifting into whatever shape could tear flesh the fastest. One astronaut barely made it out of his pod before something sharp and jagged pierced his chest, lifting him off the ground. Another stumbled forward, groggy from cryosleep, only to be yanked into the darkness, his screams cut short. A third clawed at his harness, eyes wide with terror, before a grotesque limb wrapped around his head and crushed his skull with sickening ease. Mars had been humanity's last hope. Earth was failing. Violent storms, rising temperatures, poisoned air. Colonization was the only way forward. The mission was supposed to be the beginning of something new, a fresh start on a distant world. But something had been waiting for them. Now, the only thing that remained of the crew were their torn bodies, scattered across the ruined ship, like discarded remains of a failed experiment. Commander Julian Carter staggered through the debris, pressing a trembling hand against his side, where a deep wound burned through his suit. He had fought back, driven a metal shard deep into one of the creatures, but it hadn't been enough. The thing had simply twisted its form and kept coming. He had barely escaped, but escape meant nothing. Not anymore. The mission was lost. Mars wasn't theirs to claim, but if Earth didn't receive a warning, more would come. More would die. The colony ships would keep arriving, one by one, until Mars became humanity's graveyard. The ship was in ruins, its once bright corridors now little more than a mangled labyrinth of shattered panels and flickering emergency lights. Dead crew members lined the path ahead, their faces frozen in fear, their bodies torn apart. Carter forced himself to keep moving, even as his vision blurred, even as the pain grew worse. Somewhere in this wreckage, there had to be a working communications beacon. There had to be a way to send a signal. Then through the haze, he saw it. A small, barely functioning transmission console. Its screen cracked, but still blinking. His knees hit the floor as he reached it, fingers shaking as he activated the emergency broadcast. Static filled the speakers. The ship groaned again. The storm outside howled. A clicking noise echoed behind him. Slow, deliberate. Carter didn't turn. He already knew. The beacon flickered weakly as the message was sent. A warning, lost to the stars. But would anyone hear it? Would it arrive in time? Or would Earth follow them into the dark, unaware that Mars was never meant to be theirs? Join our crew of space explorers. Subscribe now for mind-blowing sci-fi short films that take you beyond the stars. Your support fuels our journey into the unknown. Don't forget to like and share.